What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode number 42 of Project XTalk, an Xbox podcast. Remember, if you like Xbox or video games in general, make sure to join us live every Thursday here on YouTube. If you can't catch us live, we post every Friday morning on your favorite podcast service. Find us there, like, share, subscribe, help us grow and bring you a better podcast each and every week. For those who missed it, my non-review review of Death's Door is now live on our YouTube channel, so make sure you go check that out. I'm your host, Kevin, aka the Muffin Mon, and I'm joined by Tom and Amon this week. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Can't complain too much.
Doing all right, I guess.
You guess?
You guess. Sound a little down. You okay, little guy?
Yeah, all right. I'm all
right. The big city's getting to him. The big city's getting to him.
It is. It really is.
All right. Well, enough of that. Amon will be recovering with some video game talk. But as we do every week here on Project XTalk, we're going to start each and every show by going around the room and asking one simple question. And that question is, what you playing? So, Tom, what you playing?
All right. So this week I've played a couple things. There was a huge Xbox summer sale going on. So there's like so many good deals right now. So I bought 2 games off that. One of them being Watch Dogs Legion. One game that I had zero interest in completely. But the mechanics of the game are actually pretty fun now that I actually get to play it. One thing that had turned me before was that the game was only offered at 30 FPS. But it looks like they since updated it to allow a performance mode just with no ray tracing, which is fine with me because I'd rather play an open world game of just pure fluidity anyways. Pretty good so far. I love the recruiting mechanics in the game. The world is pretty nice. I hate the driving in the game. It feels like shit. Like, it does not feel good. If you play something like GTA 5 that has like real refined driving for like a open world game, this one feels nothing like that. Even Cyberpunk felt good, and that game wasn't even comparable either. So I played that. Pretty good. I don't really have too many thoughts on it because I'm not too deep into it. But again, the recruiting mechanics is fun. And
have you recruited any grandmas yet, though?
No. So what I did, I started a bikini army, pretty much. They all have skirts. Just a bunch of young girls. They have pretty good abilities still. So it's not all one side. It's not like they're useless. They just look pretty while they kick ass. That's all. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
So,
all right.
Obviously, Flight Simulator 2020 came out. What is it? Monday or Tuesday? So I've been playing that as well. Been flying around, trying a bunch of the different challenges. Taking the Discovery tours like through New York City, through Tokyo. It's just so much fun just to look at the environments. It just looks so beautiful. I recommend if you guys are interested in it at all, definitely, if you're not going in there with a mindset like of actually learning to fly, just lower the settings down to like easy or medium, or the game's gonna get really fucking difficult and it's not gonna be enjoyable at all. You don't want to actually have to go in there and manually push every single knob to try to get your plane started. But yeah.
Our guest is about to join right now.
So our guest is coming.
Yeah.
Oh my.
He's here. He's on. He's on the Discord channel right now.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. We everyone watching live, we have our special guest joining. Didn't think he was gonna show up, but I guess he is. Says he doesn't have any.
I'll finish my roundup while we wait for him though. I also tried the Ascent. Played about an hour of it. Pretty good so far. Graphics are beautiful. I definitely see myself playing a lot more of this. I just did not have a lot of time because it just came out today and I was still working. So there's that. But yeah, that's it. Really, those are the notable games I've played.
Mandy Bauer in the chat says, "Hope they aren't too young."
Oh no! It's not. It's there's no kids in the game. So, but if there was kids in the game, I would recruit them, but they just wouldn't dress like that. There'd just be a bunch of stupid kids kicking ass. but dressed appropriately, because.
What a time for our guest to come in when you're talking about, children fighting.
But dress appropriately.
Dress
Unlike the
Dressed
female army.
Appropriately dressed children. Gaz, are you there?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello, welcome to Project XTalk.
Sorry, I'm late. Also, you guys do on Discord. I need to activate my camera. Are you guys live?
Yes, we are
Yep.
live. Well, that's
How
okay. That's
how do I-
okay.
I think I figured it out.
People watch us, they know what they're going to
Yo,
get.
I'm here.
Sometimes the show's going to be a little wild.
Thanks a lot for the invite, man. I think I'm on camera now.
Yes,
I
you
haven't
are.
sorted my.
Yes, you
Sorry,
are.
man. It's been a mad day. I got my second COVID jab. I thought I was gonna die, but I'm alive.
Oh, wow.
I'm here.
Thought you were going to well, thank you for coming. I'm Kevin. This is Tom with the mic and the screen, and then Aman is who you've been chatting with. Thank you for coming, and I want to tell everyone that's watching. This is Gaz. He's the co-founder and host of Game On Daily. He's joining us all the way from London, according to his Twitter. Now, speaking of London, I have to ask you: are you a football fan?
Nope.
Ah,
All
right.
I'm
all
sorry.
right. Okay. We tend to ask our UK based guests about football, but that's okay. But if you ever decide to get into football, Arsenal is who you want to support.
No.
Come on, man. What do you mean now? What do you mean now?
Sorry. I'm a Chelsea supporter, even though I don't know anything about football.
Oh.
You're gonna hate me.
Oh no, that's my
Good
friend.
choice.
My friend supports that team, so that's okay. We'll let that one go. But how you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm just retweeting the show from Project XTalk. And yeah, it's good. Good. Been very busy just making videos, and yeah, content creator game is pretty
Absolutely.
involved, as you can imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I do want you to have the chance to plug your show. So why don't you tell everyone what Game On Daily is and what you're all about?
Yeah, so GameOnDaily.com is a news aggregation platform. It's designed for content creators who want to get more exposure onto their content. Also for users who want all their news in one place. It's no ads, it's heavy in development, and we've still got loads of features going on. We've got a YouTube channel called Game On Daily. I don't know if you've seen that. And we do live shows as well as some videos. So yeah, hopefully we've been part of the community for about, I'd say, a year. Like we started podcasting a year ago, and growth has been good, but we've got a lot more planned. So yeah.
Great. Yeah, I was introduced to you when you had Colin Moriarty and Dustin Furman on from Last Day Media. Yeah, that's how I got introduced to you. So that's great. You guys have been around over a little over a year and getting big guests. So smashing it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we've just begun. We've just begun. Yeah.
Well, we will get back to the regularly scheduled program now. We were in the middle of our weekly segment here that we start every show with, and that is What You Playing. And Tom was going through Watchdog Legion and Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'm going to throw it over to you, Aman. What you playing?
All right. Since I didn't get my Xbox, I just got my PlayStation with me. I know this is an Xbox show. I haven't even touched my PlayStation so far. I'm busy with the Nintendo. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying Pokemon Shield and Mario Kart 8. I'm loving those games. Like, well, what can I say? When I'm on the subway coming home from commute, Pokemon, Mario Kart. You know what happened the other day? So I was just on the subway. There was this random dude beside me. He had a Nintendo too. So we decided to play some Mario Kart together. That was probably the best gaming moment of this entire year. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself with those games.
What starter did you choose?
Yeah, what starter?
What
starter?
For Mario Kart? Oh, Score Bunny.
Oh,
I respect it. No, see, I respect that choice, Kevin.
No. Water Pokemon only. Water Pokemon starters only.
Yeah, but the water Pokemon shield is absolute shit. Like,
You respect the water Pokemon from Squirtle to now.
yeah, whatever.
I find it interesting that you call it a Nintendo instead of a Switch.
Oh, yeah, because it's my first Nintendo console, so.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying that. Gaz, what are you playing?
I regularly play Apex Legends a lot. I'm a big battle royale guy. So I've been playing that. I've been playing Doom Eternal as well. That's such an incredible game. I don't think it gets enough props. It's just so good, so different. I really give props to id Software. I'm trying to badly sort out my single player backlog. That's still need to play and complete Ghosts of Tsushima. That's a great game, but I'm in the middle of house move, so it's a bit crazy at the moment. But yeah, mostly like battle royals, mostly Apex Legends. Just playing that.
The opposite of my gaming taste. I tend to stay away from battle royales unless it's Fall Guys. I do like me some Fall Guys.
Are you a multiplayer centric guy, or do you play mostly single player games?
I play mostly single player games. I do try to, if there's like a multiplayer game that me and my friends are all interested in, but at the end of the day, the one we always go back to is FIFA and get frustrated and realize why the hell are we playing this game? So it's a journey, but there's some good multiplayer games like Deep Rock Galactic's one we had a lot of fun with. But competitive, but Halo. I'm looking forward to Halo. I'm gonna get back into my competitive roots.
Did you get into the flighting?
I did not.
Neither did I. I feel bad. I didn't have time anyway. But yeah, it sucks. I didn't get into the flighting.
Yeah.
I did.
Did anyone here? You did? Oh, nice.
Yes, and it's actually quite a mess right now because they said that it was supposed to start today, but it looks like they haven't even sent any information of how to actually even download it yet. So
yeah, that's mad.
I have no idea. And if you go to the Halo Waypoint site right now, that it's like fully crashed. You cannot log in at all. So clearly there's like mega hype for this thing going on right now, and they're fucking me over. They're messing me up, man. I want to play Halo Infinite. I would not be on this podcast right now if I had it. I'm sorry, Kevin. You have to respect that decision too.
Yeah, no. Well, before we move into the actual news, talking about Halo, I'm gonna finish our What You're Playing segment. I've been playing Death's Door. I have beat the game. I finished it Sunday night. Absolutely phenomenal game. I cannot speak highly enough about this game. I praised it last week. It's absolutely fantastic. It mixes, old school Zelda, and I heard someone say this. It's like if Nintendo had actually decided to iterate on Zelda throughout the years and make it different instead of just copy pasting Zelda over and over again, which they did with Breath of the Wild. They changed it, but I'm talking more the classic Zelda route, mixed with a little, like I said last time, it has like a Soul-esque element. And my full review is on our channel, so anyone wants all my thoughts, go check it out. But I love that game. I think it's definitely going to be in the game of the year, at least the indie game of the year. Conversation at the Game Awards when we speak about it. Other than that, I basically been playing my PlayStation all week, my PS5. I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Yuffie DLC, and I have mixed thoughts on it. I think the game is great. It looks beautiful. Music is fantastic. The actual gameplay is really great, but it could have been probably 5 chapters shorter. I think it goes on way too long. I think that there are chapters where it should be cut out, where you just walk around. It's like dialogue sections, basically. I did not enjoy those. The Yuffie DLC is an absolute, it's pathetic. I beat it in 2 hours and 58 minutes. The fact that I know you get it free upgrade, but if you can buy it separately, the fact that they charged for that is ridiculous, I think. Charging for, it was like $20, wasn't it, for the DLC or something separate?
But Kevin, I thought that like price per like hour doesn't matter to you.
It does. Okay. It does to a certain extent, but like DLC though is what like DLC for $20 for not even 3 hours of content, and the content was good. I'm not knocking. Like Yuffie is probably the best feeling character in that game. Like I like playing as Yuffie way more than I like playing as Cloud or Tifa. And Barrett is awful. Fuck Barrett, the worst character in that game. He feels awful to play as.
You're a hater. He has guns for hands. What do you expect him to do?
He sucks. He's so slow. No, but Yuffie's great. Yeah, the whole Yuffie DLC is good, but it should have been free for the amount they gave you. Definitely, it's not $20 worth. So if you were like, I don't know if I should buy the Yuffie DLC, you're not really missing anything. So I wouldn't really bother with it. You can look it up. It's not worth it. And that's all I've been playing. You know, I put 30 hours into that this week. So basically another full-time job right there. So we can now navigate to the news and deep dive into our renamed news segment, the library. And that's a Halo 1 reference for anyone that doesn't get it. Amon. So story number 1.
I'm a Halo hater, by the way, just to get it out there.
You're gonna have a tough time on this podcast.
We go back and forth with him. So story number 1. Eyes up, Spartan. Halo's Infinite first technical preview is upon us. Tuesday night, people started to receive emails confirming they have been invited to Halo Infinite's first multiplayer technical preview, which begins today, or should begin today, as you heard, and will run through Sunday, August 1st. The first preview will include testing gameplay against AI bots to gather feedback on bot behavior, online performance, according to 343. The lucky few chosen will be able to play Slayer across 3 maps. It is also meant to gather information about the UI. Now, I was going to ask if anyone had gotten in, but Tom, you kind of already told us that you did, and that is quite the mess so far. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get in, and the way they're rolling this out. I thought that everyone was going to get in based on the way that the tweets were coming out, like make sure you were signed up. I just assumed that like I signed up, I registered, so like I'm good. When it happens, I'll get in. I did not know it was going to be like a lottery thing. So that kind of disappoints me.
What I read about that was that the people who got in was people who like had their accounts fully set up, like fully actually completed 100%, and also based on tenure. So I've been invited to every single Halo flight since Halo 4, because I've been on Waypoint for years. So I guess I'm just like hopefully gonna get into everything from here on out.
Yeah, I think one of the things they said was you even had to opt in for communication. So you opted for flighting, and I did that. But the only thing I didn't opt in was for communication. Then later I found out after the fact, oh, by the way, you'd have to have opted in for communications as well in order to play that. And I thought, that's silly. I don't want to get your spam. I don't care if it's 343. Why do you have a separate option for flighting and then separate option for comms? And then tell me after the fact that I didn't get in because most likely I haven't opted in for comms, which is stupid because in terms of tenure, I've been there since it's before Halo, when Halo Waypoint started.
Because they have a message section on Halo Waypoint, so even if they didn't have to email you, that you could have got the information on Waypoint and checked it out.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's silly. That is they probably should have communicated that better.
Yeah, silly.
No, I didn't know that. This is the first I'm hearing of that. I'm also not checked for communications, so now I'm like, oh, great. Now I think because my Waypoint account also has been since day one. You know, I think I have a medal in there. It's like first login from way back years ago when 343 took over Halo. So I've been there from the beginning. So my tenure isn't in question. But that communication thing is absolute nonsense. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's what I found out on the Waypoints forums. Everyone was saying that, and then it started. Wow. And I was just like, okay, well, that's a bit crap. I'm trying to pacify myself and do some damage limitation here and say maybe it's only with really the first flighting is with bots, isn't it? And you fight against bots. I thought it would be actual proper multiplayer. So it'll be good to get on with the systems, the Halo systems, understand how the UI works. And there seem to be quite a lot of options. I found out today there's an FOV slider on console, which is great. But yeah, well, let's see. It's been mishandled though, because it's supposed to be on now, and we haven't heard anything yet, which is a bit weird.
In all
Don't get what's
fairness,
going on with that.
they never gave us a time of when today, but I kind of assumed maybe like now it would be a good time.
Well-
For like I clocked out of work. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, isn't
Let
that
my-
also
yeah.
mishandling by not giving a time? Like that seems like poor handling the situation.
It just seems a little bit disorganized. I had my good buddy Colt Eastwood. He was waiting to do the coverage for Halo, but he's got family plans, and he's like, "Well, I don't know what's happening here. I don't even know where to preload it. No one's told me anything," which I found surprising for one of the biggest IPs of all time. You think technical test relies upon, a good user base and some messaging, and if this is how poor your messaging is on your first technical test, it's like, what's going on? You've clearly missed something's going on. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not,
So I haven't checked the Halo Waypoint forums though. I'm actually gonna do that now.
not a great first look. As you said, it's just against bots, so I guess it's not. If you're gonna miss one, this is the one to miss. So hopefully, I'll go back in and be able to get into future flightings. But I don't know. Maybe there'll be an open beta at some point if I get unlucky and not don't get into any of them. But
Before you move on, I wanted to touch
go for
on
it.
that. The fighting right now is for against the bots, but from what they said, if you look at the blog post, if they get all the reception they need as early as possible, they might open it up to Social Slayer afterwards. So we might actually get some actual PvP in the future. I also want to just touch on briefly as well. This is the first time they're adding bots in a Halo video game, so I get why they want to test this. I really just hope that bots isn't something that's gonna be I don't want to start a game with bots. Like that has to be a last resort type thing. Like if one of my biggest gripes of Halo is somebody backs out of a game, it does not replace that player. They're gone, and that's it. At that point, I feel like it might be acceptable. All right, let's throw in a bot in there just to keep the game full.
I'm against that.
They have to minimize the amount of bots they use. I just hope it's not too much, because it's kind of weird.
Yeah, because that's what annoys me. Well, not what annoys me. I'm a little bit concerned about Battlefield doing this, and a game that has 128 players. Yep. It's not like you're going to be able to discern. I don't know how they're going to handle the visibility in terms of whether you're playing with bots or not. That needs to be made abundantly clear as well. You don't want to get fake satisfaction for just nuking a bot, and you're just thinking, oh, okay, well, that's not cool, because that's just takes away from the achievement of it all. And again, with Halo, the bot implementation, again, hopefully that they have a minimal impact. I'm pretty sure they'll handle it well. I mean, bots can have a place in there, but it's as long as I can opt out, I don't have to be lumbered or burdened with the fact that they're bots. And I think Halo Infinite is going to have a massive player base anyway, owing to the fact that it's free to play and it's on PC and it's cross-play day one. So hopefully the impact of bots is at a minimal. If it's an option, then I don't care. But the fact that this flighting is purely for bots, for something we don't really care about, that's just... I'm looking at a Halo Waypoint forum now, and there's a lot... It's very heated. Upset people. The title of this one, although this is hyperbole in my opinion, is like, this flight is insulting. Before I get into this, I just want to say that I want Halo Infinite to be good. I'm glad you got that disclaimer out of the way. But after a year-long delay, the first flight is just going to be against ... bots. Am I missing something here? Do people play Halo, a multiplayer game, to play against AI? And it goes on. And the guy like that, fine, he's impassioned and all that, but sometimes you want to slap people across the face. I just chill. It's a testing system. It's testing for bots. Flighting is insulting. And I'm sure he got into the flighting as well, which is like, well, take his flighting code away and give it to me, someone who actually wants to do something useful with the damn thing, because then you're going to have crybabies like that. Seriously, your Sony crybabies is so annoying. I play Halo to play against human beings is how he ended his massive rant. It's like, oh man, it's like, I'm surprised you have friends with the kind of tone you have there. It's just like, I don't know, I'm just being a bit of a prick here, but ultimately it's just like, calm down. But at the same time, I agree with your sentiments, Alpaca. It's not really what the core Halo fan base want. If it's an option, let's see it through. Right now, we're so desperate to get hold of anything with Halo, even if it's with bots. We just want to sample and taste it. So you can use our desperation, but there's a limit here because where's the comms? Where's the communication? When are we gonna get to play this damn thing?
That impassion, making fun of him was fantastic. I will say, and you brought it up, the Battlefield 2042 bots, and it kind of ties back into Halo in that I believe the Battlefield developers said that bots will be almost indistinguishable from real players. So they're trying to make it
is
like
shit. I'm sorry, can we swear on your show?
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Okay, well then that's really shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I read that, and it is one of those things, like they're actively making it like, if you go brag about I got like 25 kills in a row, but half of them are bots, or at least like and their goal is that you don't know that. What's the point? Like,
It takes the point away from it. Takes the whole. Sorry to interrupt. It just takes the whole achievement away from the game. This is a problem. If you followed Battlefield for years, there's been a very vocal core community that's been really pissed off at Battlefield and DICE about, and I forget the term, and it's really killing me. But basically, what they're doing is essentially they dressed up the wording, lowering the something complexity threshold or some bullshit. But basically, what it means is let's make it mass market. Let's make it, the word accessible. That is so bloody cursed in this field, which basically means we're going to dumb this shit down. And Battlefield has been doing that since Battlefield 2. Battlefield 2 was really quite good, and Battlefield 3 they dumbed it down, made it more, they streamlined things, improved things, but they lowered the complexity of their systems, which is not great because that normally tends to mean a dilution of some of the systems, which that's what it does. And now this bots thing. Now, if what you're saying is correct, and bots are indistinguishable from from newer players, that's a massive turnoff for me. That's a huge turnoff for me to play the game. Because if I'm going to go and brag about me getting like 50 kills in a jet, and then someone's going to say, "Oh yeah, but they're probably bots," I'm like, "Oh, you piece of I can't win here." And it takes. I don't get that. I just don't get it. I hope that's not the case. I hope. Well, the game will have custom servers, and that's one good thing. And then they'll have hopefully.
And the game's $70.
And the game's $70. Thing is, the $70 price point is quite contentious. I understand that. Battlefield's always been a multiplayer-only game, in my opinion. It started off like that. In this day and age, though, because the game introduced campaigns, people want a campaign experience, they expect a campaign experience, and we're not getting that. But Battlefield Portal is bridging the gap between, or kind of lessening the hurt there in terms of the price point. Because, I mean, you can play on all these maps with all these, all these assets from the multitude of different games. Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 1 and 5 to a lesser degree. I don't like those, but fair enough. So maybe, yeah. But it's just, I don't know. It pisses me off. It's just, it's the first time I'm hearing about it. So thanks for ruining my day, the Muffin One.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and I'm hopefully they just mean in terms of skill, like the bots are really good, but
doesn't matter.
Again, I don't really care. I don't want to play. Yeah, I echo the sentiment. I don't want to play against bots. If you can't fill 128 person lobbies, just don't have 128 person lobbies. Like, if you don't think your player, why'd they make it bigger if they don't think they're gonna be able to fill it?
Yeah, man. Okay, so that's where I can start sounding like that guy in the Halo thread. But really, it's true, man. Like he says, I played this game to play against human beings. I've turned it. Wow, what is this? The Twilight Zone. I've literally turned into the prick I was talking about in the forum. But Battlefield's different. Battlefield's different. Come on, don't make it indistinguishable. They're hard. It's really bad. I hate this. I hate this trend in video games to make things easier. Which is why I want like games like Arena. It's why Apex Legends I love so much, because it has the skill gap, the high time to kill, and a good player, a singular player could wipe out a squad, and that kind of feeling is great. It rewards skill. I tried to be Apex Predator, which is the highest rank you can attain in ranked. If you're Apex Predator, you have this red trail behind you. Someone's landing there. I'm physically, despite how many times I played this game, I'm like, shit, stay away from that crew, because that crew will end you. And that says a lot, and the rewarding skill. And it seems like developers seem to be a bit averse to that for the sake of accessibility and big player numbers. So.
I have to ask you, what do you think about the invincibility mode in Psychonauts 2?
That's slightly different. That's an option given to players. It's a single player game, so it's not like it's going to bother anyone else. It's not like someone is forcing you to play an invincibility mode. So if someone wants to do that and enjoy their single player game, as long as they're not a reviewer, by the way, if they are a reviewer, they have to disclose that they've done this.
Yes.
Which to me basically means that the review is pretty pointless unless it's for a small segment of people who maybe can't play games or maybe have disabilities or something. They have a different idea of enjoying a gaming experience. Fine. But that's a single player game, man. And a lot of people went, oh, yeah, that's so bad. What's the point of playing the game? I'm like, you idiot. You're not forced to play it in invincibility mode. Introduce it to people maybe disabled or may have other reasons to play a game or just want to enjoy it. Because Psychonauts 2 it's like a cartoon. It's like Invader Zim, if you ever watched that amazing cartoon. And it's like that. It's like a different kind of experience. Very different, but competitive gameplay. Very different multiplayer. Different.
Good to see we can agree, Tom.
Yeah.
I agree. Feel free to disagree. No matter how strongly worded I say.
That's okay. We had Mr. Badbit on the show a few weeks ago, and
you did?
Yeah, him and Tom disagreed on this point, but so we won't go into that again. Just know that Tom does not want ramps for handicapped people, apparently.
Wait. We have to touch upon this, Tom. Why do you hate society so much?
What have they done to you?
Why would you be pissed off that someone else? It doesn't even affect you. Not even the least bit affects you. It's like you being pissed off that someone else is wearing a brand of underwear that you don't wear. It's just like, oh, you're such a piece of shit. Hugo Boss, who wears that? Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much while you're sitting there with no underwear on. What's the rationale there? Please explain this to me. You better have a really good reason.
So the whole entire actual conversation was about achievements. Because apparently this game doesn't lock you out of achievements if you play on the invincibility mode, which to me, the inclusion of it, to me, I felt like, okay, it's fine. But apart from that, I felt like, all right, now we're just giving everyone a victory pretty much. And that's what I'm against.
Yeah. Okay, that's different. Okay, I forgive you. That's different. You should not reward people for having done very little comparative to what
what if someone has a disability? Like so they're not allowed to have achievements?
They're allowed to have achievements, but you have to segregate them because it's the real world. You get a Paralympic person coming in and he's going to race against Usain Bolt. Then why don't you give him the opportunity to race against Usain Bolt? Because it's not level playing field. Like, you're rewarding someone for not doing something they haven't done. Like, the whole point of the achievement is the word achievement, doing something. But invincibility mode takes away the achievement part of it and it becomes an experience. So there's the argument that relies there. It's like, I'm not saying disabled people can't get achievements or that they can't play games normally. Some disabled people will destroy you in multiplayer games. Have you seen that guy plays with like a straw or something? He's insane with his tongue. He plays with his tongue. He's insane. He would wreck all of us in games. And that's where, people like just on the mere premise that, disabled people, no. That I saw an interview with someone who was disabled and he was just annoyed at, the fact that he's disabled, not the fact that he's disabled, but the fact that just because he's disabled, people view him with pity when he's like, well, just judge me on my skill set. Don't pity me because, I wasn't born a certain way. Judge me on my skill set, what I can actually do. Because I could actually beat the shit out of all of you. And that would be me if I was a disabled person. I was like, no, all right. I can't do that. It's a deep topic, but I agree with Tom. Like, it is just, there's a purpose behind achievement. And it can segregate that. There's other ways to partition those some other ways, but it's a slippery slope. Then the achievements are completely lost. And then, it just doesn't make any sense otherwise. It doesn't make any sense.
I love how you guys went in there to try to set me up, and then the guest
Turn the
agrees with me
tables.
anyways.
Oh, how the turns have tabled. Yeah, how the turns have tabled.
You made it sound like he was the most evil person ever, but yeah, it's straight away. But Bad Bit disagreed with that. Bad Bit.
He went off on me. I didn't even want to keep going. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna forfeit.
Me and
Bad
Joe.
Bit. If you're
Me and
watching this, what a stupid take, Joseph Moran. Last time I invite you to my show.
Oh,
What?
no,
Oh yeah, give them achievements as well. What? That's it. You know what? What? Just give me an achievement for just turning on the game next time. Why do I do that? Because that's ultimately what it is. Ultimately, invincibility mode is literally you will inevitably do it. Just experience it. Maybe press the play button, and when I come back in 6 hours, I want that achievement. Where does it stop? Joseph Moran, shame on you.
Me and Joe are on the same page, actually. So, you know, I'm
I'm
with
neutral,
you.
all right?
I'm with you, Joe. I'm with you. Amon doesn't care either way. All right. This was all from a conversation about bots, but we'll.
Shout out to Dodge Knight in the chat.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the show. Feel free to drop a sub if you want more Xbox content in your life. But we'll go on to story number 2. The Ascent dropped today on Xbox and PC. It is currently a console exclusive and available through Xbox Gamepass. We'll have our review going up sometime soon. We don't get early coverage, but plenty of outlets and influencers already have their hands on it. Windows Central gave it a 3.5. VG247 and VGC gave it a 4 out of 5. Game Informer a 7.25. IGN a 7. GameSpot 6. And Seasoned Gaming, shout out Ains Bowden, friend of the show, gave it a 7. Metacritic currently sitting at a 64 for Xbox and a 75 for PC. Gaz, did you guys do a video on this?
Yes, we did. So we got the press copy of it. Asa did the preview of it. He was very happy with it. He thinks Death's Door was overrated, and he thinks this game is better than that game. But Asa's weird. He likes VR, so what can you say about that? But yeah, we did a preview on it. We don't do reviews. We're an aggregation platform. Okay. We feel like it may. I don't think it matters really, but the idea generally was if we do reviews, we kind of like biting on the hands that feeds us. So, like we're an aggregation platform. Let our community go and do their thing, and let's not start doing the same content there or take away any views from them. But I think it doesn't make sense. Ultimately, we think about it and we're like, well, people are asking us to do reviews. People want it. No one is actually against us doing reviews. Someone's dropped out. But yeah, yeah. So we did a preview. Asa did a preview. So it went up today. Shout out to Neon Giant. This is their small team, 12 people, first project, and it's got mixed reviews. Metro gave it a 3 out of 10. Metro love the hits. They're so clickbait. They love that shit. I don't think it deserves a 3 out of 10, despite not playing it, having just known it. I trust Ace's judgment on it, but each their own, I guess. I really like cyberpunk settings. If I wasn't in the midst of house moves, I would have really been soaking into the gameplay, which I will do. But Ace's preview was very positive, and this is why you don't use dial-up in this day and age. But yeah, yeah, it's a good game. Have you? Well, I'm sure you'll. Who here isn't subscribed to Xbox Game Pass?
We all are. Yeah,
everyone is. It's good. That's why I ask who it isn't, because normally when it first started, you'd ask who it was, but now it's quite telling that the people who aren't subbed are probably in the minority, unless you're a PlayStation fan.
Yeah. Now, Amon, are you done popping in and out of our Discord server?
Yes.
All right, because I want to throw it over to you because you're excited for the Ascent. It was one of your most anticipated games this year. You've said that since it was revealed. I just gave you the scores. It's sitting at a 64 on Metacritic. Are you disappointed in these scores? Does it worry you at all about checking it out?
Number one, I don't care about scores. I usually look into reviews from critics I like. I haven't done that yet for the Ascent. I'm planning on playing it very soon. So yeah, the 64 Metacritic doesn't really affect me. It's unfortunate. I thought it would have gotten a little higher, but it's fine. It doesn't make a difference.
Tom, what about you? Are you disappointed, worried?
I mean, I'm still gonna play through it. So honestly, I didn't even look at the reviews. I didn't even know this was gonna be a story for today. I just jumped in. I figured, all right, I'm gonna like this game anyways. I'm gonna play it anyways. So no, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't impact me at all. The fact is, the fact is, like, I was already hyped for this game. I already had expectations for it. So maybe if I was on the fence of even wanted to play the game at all, then I can see the reviews maybe swaying my opinion. But the way it is right now, no, I plan on beating the game. So definitely.
Great. Good to hear. I did want to discuss one more point before we move on. And that the Metacritic for Xbox is a 64, but for PC it's a 75. That's quite a big discrepancy. And I actually spoke with Ains over at Season Gaming about this, and he said, quote, "I've played both. Honestly, it plays identical on both PC and Xbox. I have no idea why the score discrepancy. PC features ray tracing and DLSS for high-end rigs, but that's about it."
Probably just a few angry PlayStation ponies.
But it's critics.
It's
Fans aren't open to reviewing it yet, so this is only critics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Why that's the case and why the Xbox isn't far off. So in our early access preview, Ace actually went quite in depth and actually did a little bit of something. He does tech analysis, which is Digital Foundry-esque kind of comparisons and frame rate tests and all that. So he just dives into the technical bits of it. And when he did that, the latter half of his review, you will see that in fact the Xbox One version fares very well. Apart from missing maybe some effects and stuff, like he was talking about some flashy effects or splash damage and all that stuff. The game doesn't look, there's no massive disparity between the PC version and the Xbox Series versions, at least, especially the Xbox Series versions, and the S holds up really well. So that discrepancy doesn't make sense, but there's also another example of why Metacritic is flawed, because it's so weighted that a singular reviewer can completely tank the review score for a game. And I like to play Metacritic because it has a lot of warring fun, like this for the banter. But as far as substantive value is concerned, these kind of the outliers can really, in fact, impact what could otherwise be a good score. And I just don't think that's fair. In my opinion, Metro just look for hits. They always do. They're notorious for this. Another one is Quarter to Three. Quarter to Three only managed to get on Metacritic because the guy who, funnily enough, is in one of the Office episodes, is the guy who is one of the co-owners or guys who runs Metacritic. And the guy is a habitual troll with his reviews. So, yeah, be careful. Tom's got the right attitude. Make your own mind up.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm going to ask you something. So
Yeah.
on Metacritic, because I don't use it really, do they bunch up Xbox Series and Xbox One into one?
No.
Thing? So it is two separate things.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Xbox Series X. You can look at individual platforms within the ecosystem. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, because I would have been like, if you looked at the Digital Foundry thing, apparently the review, the loading time is like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
It's almost 3 minutes. Yeah.
And that's just like for starting the game, then in between loading levels, even that's ridiculous. So I was like,
yeah, they played a few levels of Sonic the Hedgehog 2
Yeah.
while they were waiting for it to load.
I loved when I saw it. I was like, that's funny. Good job, Digital Foundry. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, it most likely is what Gaz says, where one outlier is dragging down, and that outlier didn't get a PC code, so there's no PC review for them.
Yeah.
So, we won't give that much more thought, but we'll move on. Just a little quick story here. Xbox Series X and S is the fastest selling Xbox ever, confirmed by Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, who confirmed Xbox Series S and X are our fastest selling consoles ever, with more consoles sold life to date than any previous generation. As we mentioned last week, estimates put the console around 6.5 million compared to the 10 million confirmed for PlayStation 5. It's just a little update. I don't really have much to say about it. I still think that the Xbox is doing great this generation, especially compared to PlayStation 5. And these numbers don't mean much until everyone can just walk into stores and buy them off shelves.
Yeah. I mean, it's positive to see. There's a lot of demand for the Xbox. There's a far cry from the last generation, that's for sure, gents, because that would be sitting on shelves collecting dust. So it's good to see this massive U-turn, which is quite funny because incidentally they've also moved away, or so they say, from the focus on hardware sales and more on services and Gamepass, and not be so device-centric. It's branching out to PC and mobile, but it's a good sign. It's a good sign. If America, we got the NPD last month, and the US Xbox was the best in dollar sales, despite the fact that PlayStation is the fastest selling console in history, actually. So it's doing really well. That is so scarce, it sells out like this. But if Xbox can consistently, people are saying, "Oh no, wait, hold on a minute. It's the silicon is so rare. That's why the PS5 is not selling." I'm like, yeah, well, hold on a minute. What do you think goes into the bloody Xbox consoles? It's silicon there too. Plus, Xbox is using the Series X consoles for its server blades for xCloud. So there's also that there's kind of like devoting resources in ways that Sony doesn't have to worry about. So it's a lopsided and just blind way of thinking. But the point is, if Xbox can consistently beat the PlayStation, despite for whatever reason, silicon shortage, whatever, it gains momentum and reclaims the US as far as NPD sales, like it was in the Xbox 360 era, because the last time Xbox actually came top on NPD sales was in 2016, I believe. Once. So if it can reclaim the US as a prime territory, that's huge. Despite the fact that it focuses on software and services, it's huge. And then you'll see Xbox being very brazen about their hardware sales, despite the fact they're saying, "Oh, we don't care about numbers so much." They'll do a U-turn there. Like today, well, I think we'll talk about it, but it's that point about how hard it is to change the SSD on the PS5. The Xbox official channels, all the Xbox guys literally jabbing Sony today, saying, this is how easy it is to change your SSD or whatever the hell it is.
I mean, we can talk about that right now. So yeah, that's a good transition. I mean, we're not gonna. I have a PlayStation 5. I love my PlayStation 5, but the PS5 did roll out its first beta update for the beta users, and it enabled the SSD storage that is located inside the console, along with a whole list of other features, but no 1440p or VRR because they hate me. But the SSD slot was a big contentious talking point on Twitter, because I don't know if you guys seen Tom Warren's video about putting in the Xbox expandable storage and then putting in the PlayStation 5. It's hilarious. Go check it out. But the PS5 requires a lot more work than the Xbox, and it's not great. It's not great. Are you guys up to date with what it requires? At certain speeds, it recommends a heat sink to be in it so you don't overheat and damage your drive and console, perhaps. But not a good look for where I'm sitting. I'm definitely not going to be putting anything in my PlayStation anytime soon.
See,
yeah,
I love Xbox, but I wish I had that option either way. Even though the Sony experience for getting that SSD, having to put in the heatsink, even though it's a little bit more tedious, I mean, the fact is, like, you'll be able to, like, right now I'm at the mercy of Microsoft until they allow different manufacturers to pump out different, like, storage sizes for this for their expandable storage. If I can do it myself, it would be just so much better. Even though it's not as user friendly, I have to give Sony like a +1 on this one either way it goes. Like, yes,
what?
Yeah, dude,
whatever you're smoking, you can pass it over to me. That makes no sense.
I hope you got your toolbox ready to start unscrewing. And
yeah, hazmat suit, and your warranty goes bye-bye as you mess that up. Get a heatsink for your bloody SSD. Who are you, Sony? Did you even plan this stupid? Who are you, Tom? What the hell is on you? I need that. Are you on DMT right now? Because that makes no sense to me.
I mean, I'm sure down the line they're gonna have they'll have their own like third party that they partner with. They'll already have that stuff already pre-installed. But for now, I mean, I think it's good. Especially since that console only has 800 gigabytes of storage or 600 of usable. So
600 usable.
Yeah, they need it. So
yeah, definitely need it. Definitely need it. It's the point that to me they give you the flexibility, but I'd say that the PlayStation has a win in this regard is. Yeah,
see, I don't mind the extra work. See, my thing is all right. So I build all my computers. So to me, this is nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's easy. But I get for people who only played console. I played PC for years, and then Xbox was my first console that I jumped back into when I saw Gamepass was blowing up. So I had to switch over, and I'm enjoying it. I love the Xbox because of that now. But to me, this is just a little extra work.
I'm a primarily PC guy. I just don't have time to do this faffing about, and the prices are crap. They tell you they don't give any guarantees on these things, and they say, hey, by the way, chuck in a heatsink. in this time and age, it's not even about the complexity of it. It's just really the plug in and play nature of it. You just chuck it in there. I do agree that the price point. See, your point would make sense if these drives were significantly cheaper than Xbox's proprietary option, but they're not cheaper. In fact, they're more. So it's like, well, how does that work? If it's more expensive, yeah, Xbox is giving you no options, but it's a cheaper option and it's easier. It's. I guess in the long run, when the prices drop down, then it makes more sense. But just right now, it doesn't. And Xbox has said that they will actually open up to third parties eventually. But yeah, I don't know, Tom. I mean, you need to meet up, and you need to give me your dealer's number because that is some next level shit. I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you.
No, yeah, Aman, you don't have a PS5 yet. What do you have? You seen the videos? Do you know what this entails? All right. Well,
nope.
I can see you're
no
up
idea.
to date. But basically, you need to remove your faceplate, unscrew the little covering from.
Oh, yeah, I saw the PS5 breakdown video a long time ago.
Yeah.
I got where it was. Yeah. It does seem like a lot to do.
It's not that much. It's just unscrewing a thing. It's just the option.
Unscrewing the whole thing. Like me, I tried to repair my PS4 controller once because it had a drift, and I completely messed that controller up. I had to go get a new one.
See,
so, yeah.
controls are different though. Like you open that up, like the rumbles is gonna fall out, the buttons are never gonna go right back.
Yeah, everything fell off, and I didn't know what went where. And I tried to put everything back together, and just got worse.
Yeah, I'm not opening my PlayStation 5, but I'm also in the camp that thinks the storage internally is fine. I don't need more storage. I'm very much of the mindset beat it and delete it.
Yeah, but because you play single player games, I don't know why you're running Project XTalk because PlayStation games are your thing. If you like single player games, you picked the wrong console, brother.
But bloody Xbox.
I'm joking. I'm playing. No. Yeah, I do agree with you actually. Kind of, I do. But then you get Call of Duty. You have to delete that game every time.
I ain't getting Call of Duty. I ain't got 400 gigabytes. I ain't got the time.
Yeah.
I ain't got the. I'm not going near Call of Duty right now. Everything going, Blizzard.
But the PlayStation 5 does support HDD support, right? External hard disk.
Yeah, you can play your PS4 games on it and store PS5. You can't play PS5 games from. You have to play.
You can only store PS4 games. Right, makes sense.
Yeah. Well, people have fun opening their PS5s. I will skip that. Our next story, and this is just a little PSA. I don't personally care about this, but Tom, you might. Forza Motorsports 7 will officially reach end-of-life status on September 15th, 2021, announced by the official Twitter account. After this date, the game and DLC will no longer be available for purchase. If you own the game, you can keep playing after this date, and if you've played through Gamepass and purchased the DLC, you'll get a token for a free copy of Forza Motorsport 7. But they're taking it down due to licensing because they have to license all the cars. It's a PSA for me, but if someone has some comments on it, go for it.
So I get due to the licensing, they have to take these down, and they do it like often. If you look at the old Horizons and the old Motorsports, they remove those as well. But my concern with this one, this is the actual only motorsport game on that's recent. This is the only Forza Motorsport game. There's no Forza Motorsport 8 yet. So the fact that they're not going out of their way to try to extend these licenses is actually just it's kind of a fucking jab to everyone who likes that kind of game, considering that we don't have an alternative.
Buy the game. You got till September. If you really cared about it, buy the game. It's not like the licenses are not straightforward, man. There's like a legal team are like, all right, license is running out. Like, hey, man, Tom said I am a huge fan of Forza Motorsport 7. I need to play this game. Why haven't you played it for the last 4 years it's been out? Don't ask me that question. But you got 2 months to buy the game. Don't ask me that. Don't pressure me to buy this game, which is probably like $3 right now in some weird store. Come on, Tom. You really need to give me with that dealer, man. Let's just buy the game now. If you care about it, buy the. Yeah, I'm being a dick. I actually agree with you. You're right. It's the only motorsport game. It's one of the best reviewed games. It's like they should have it there. After all I said, but yeah, it's a problem can be avoided. Hey man, you invited me here for Source, so you know I'm the Source boss. The Source is here. I'm sorry, you can't. I'm not liable for the shit I bring to the show.
No, that's fine. I love it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Do you wanna keep going?
No, I'm good. I mean, that was my argument. And at the end of it, he still agreed, so it's fine.
Great. I'm glad we can come to this consensus, guys. I appreciate the healthy dialogue, conversation. We'll move into another quick story. Former Naughty Dog, Infinity Ward, Bungie, and God of War veterans have announced a new AAA studio called That's No Moon. Pulling from Marie Delisandre at GameIndustry.biz, the new studio has already secured a $100 million investment from Smilegate. They're best known for Crossfire. The debut title from That's No Moon is going to be a third-person, story-driven action-adventure game. Taylor Kurosaki will act as creative director. Kurosaki is the former narrative design lead at Naughty Dog. And Jacob Minkoff will be game director after being lead game designer of The Last of Us and Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So just a little new studio. They got lots of money. They're going to make a new, probably game similar to The Last of Us, if I had to guess, the Naughty Dog inspired third-person action-adventure style game, based on who's working on it and what they've already said. So that's my take. Anyone else got anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, ex-Call of Duty devs make great games. Like, Respawn is basically ex-Call of Duty developers. They're 70% ex-Call of Duty developers. So is Deviation Games. So yeah, I do have high hopes for this studio. And Last of Us is great. The first Last of Us game was great. Uncharted is great. So yeah, looking forward to it.
I don't know about this one, but give you that.
I got nothing. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Tom
interested.
has nothing. I have nothing because I feed off Tom. I feed off Tom. So if he says something, I'm just going to be a contrarian. Yeah. I guess it's good. It's quite funny how quickly they got gobbled up by its other studio because that's beast talent right there. New IPs was also good. Big budget already. Like this is kind of lends credence to what Sean Layton was saying. Not the budget for Gamepass, but Sean Layton was saying about the spiraling budget for games, like 150 million, 100 million kind of mark, and he says he's going to go to 200 million. So
if you want to hold that thought, that is our last story, and I will introduce Sean Layton, former president and CEO of Sony.
Yeah, he's coming on the show.
Yeah, he's coming on the show, yeah. Sean Layton recently spoke to GameIndustry.biz regarding his appointment to Streamline Media Group's advisory board. Sean Layton, who mysteriously stepped down from his position in 2019, has been very quiet since his departure. His departure came shortly after he was critical of the rising cost of game development. In his interview, he states, with each console generation, the cost of games go up 2 times. So PS4 games were 100 to 150 million. So it stands to reason PS5 games will exceed 200 million. So there's the point you were talking about, Gaz, where he thinks games are astronomically expensive. He then takes aim at the consolidation of the industry, claiming that during the time we have also seen more consolidation. Consolidation is the enemy of diversity. It takes a lot of pieces off the table as they grow into larger conglomerates. And again, we end up with the problem of diversity. He adds, right now we are narrowing ourselves down into genres and sequels and certain types of games. Favorites of mine, like Parappa and Vib Ribbon, those types we don't see and they don't get a chance to come out on stage. That's bad for the industry and for fans. He was complimentary of xCloud, saying people don't buy consoles because they want more steel and plastic. They buy them to get access to the content. But then, the most controversial part of his interview comes when he's discussing Gamepass. Layton states, it's very hard to launch a $120 million game on a subscription service charging $9.99 a month. You pencil it out, you're going to have 500 million subscribers before you start to recoup your investment. That's why right now you need to take a loss-leading position to try to grow that base. But still, if you only have 250 million consoles, you're not going to get 500 million subscribers. I have one question for everyone. What the hell is this math? What the hell is he talking about?
Let's do the math together, right? Come on, guys, let's do it together.
I've already done it.
There's 23 million subscribers, each paying $10. So let's do that. 10 times 23.
I went more specific.
This is like watching Amon in school right now. Like, okay,
I went more $9.99 a month, and I said 25 million subscribers is 249,750,000 a month that they would rack it.
Exactly.
So what the hell is Sean Layton talking about?
Multiply that by 12, and that's like a few $1 billion.
Eurogamer did this kind of calculation before, and the figures were, I think, about 8-9 billion. Sean Layton's calculations work out to be 15 billion a quarter. 15 billion profit Game Pass a quarter for it to be sustainable to facilitate $150 million budget for a game. Where does the rest of it go? Like coke and hookers? What's Microsoft doing with the money? Making it rain somewhere? Makes no sense. See, normally you'd have, because everyone when it came out was thinking that's a mistranslation or that someone's got it wrong. But then later on, he actually specifies the whole 250 million consoles out there mark. And we're like, all right, Sean Layton. I thought Tom's dealer was good, but this guy's on. I mean, that's not even a mistake. That's just like, and it's so at odds with. And Colin Moriarty was trying to damage control it. Colin, don't damage control that. I'll come for you, man. That's so stupid. How can you say like? Maybe like even he couldn't reconcile the stupidity of the number is so out there. 500 million subscribers. 500 million. They've had 50 million subscribers, which is actually kind of what the trajectory is very healthy. Very healthy. And, but a lot of people touched on it's such a simplistic view on what Game Pass is as well. Yes, Phil Spencer said that, their base structure and outlook for Game Pass in terms of profitability is subscription numbers. But that completely is ignorant of the fact that the Game Pass is actually promoting to more spending on retail as well. And it's also actually enhancing, the model invites stuff like spending money elsewhere in the ecosystem via DLC or whatever. So it's seeing a positive boon for and profitability in loads of different ways. Phil Spencer actually alluded to Xbox Game Pass being profitable last month as well. So he did it in a way that was very fleeting and very quickly. He just went off and he just kind of blurted out profitability and just ducked behind his microphone after with IGN unlocked. And I just think Sean Layton is wrong there. I like Sean Layton, the guy. The fact that Amon, do you even know what Vib Ribbon is?
What?
There you go. Vib Ribbon is a classic game, Amon. It was actually probably before you were born. How old are you?
Parappa the Rappa.
I'm 20.
You're 20. Oh wow, you look like an embryo. Okay, fine. You're 20. You're 20. All right, fine. You're older than I thought you were. I was like 12 or something. But yeah, the game. Yeah. So Vib Ribbon was like this really niche game, really cool. If you type in Vib Ribbon, it looks like someone made the game on Microsoft Paint. But he's right though. With Sean Layton, a lot of people got hung up on the number. I did as well, just for the source video that I did, and that's fine. You have to call out the ridiculousness in it, but there's a stark point there as well about the spiraling budgets in games, and the point about the creativity in games. It's quite funny. Sony or Ex-Sony guy is saying this because actually PlayStation was under fire early on this year as Jeff Grubb and other people from Venture B and other publications were saying that, Sony's fascination with this big AAA third-party title model would forsake the kind of diversity you would get in PlayStation, the Vib Ribbons, the Ape Escapes, those kind of experiences, to which point Herman Hulse actually had to, uncharacteristic of Sony, react and say, no, we're still developing these games for variety. There's going to be a lot of variety. He kept saying variety. Yeah, please believe us. Please believe us. Okay. But he's right, man. Like the spiraling budgets have to change. And he said needs to be maybe a shake-up, a competitor that kicks things up. It's not going to be Tencent, by the way. They're going to ruin the industry. It's going to be someone else. But yeah, sorry, I ranted on there for a bit. But yeah, there's a point to be made beyond all the headlines.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Gamepass. Okay, I have to go back to it. Gamepass is the reason why his point makes no sense, though, because Gamepass is actually emboldening indie games as well. It's seen a resurgence of indie games and their popularity and how naturally they're being talked into in the same conversation as big games. People are talking about the Ascent. People are talking about Song of Iron. These are smaller games. People are talking about the hell's the game you guys were just talking about earlier? I haven't even played it yet. Was that?
Death's Door?
Death's Door, that's the one. Death's Door, like people talking about that, it's like, I've never seen that. I've never seen it for a long time. I've not seen that. When it was the PlayStation 1 day, or PlayStation 2 maybe, those days, but these are cropping up in conversation daily, like on a normal thing, and Game Pass enables that. And so, Sean Layton, you're wrong there. I'm sorry, my friend, you are wrong. That's my opinion anyway. But he makes more money than me. What the hell do I know? Well, yeah.
Tom, do you have some thoughts on Mr. Layton's comments? Any of them?
I mean, the only comment I really wanted to say is like the way he talks about the price increase for gaming to like 150 to 200 million based on the generation alone. I don't really think that's even the case either. I even think that's wrong, because fact of the matter is game engines are becoming a lot more streamlined and adding a lot of extra stuff that you can do to make your experience a lot easier in terms, even just from everything from like graphics to things like Quixel, which allows like easy textures. So I can't imagine that's even true. If anything, I would say they can probably start going down once this starts getting refined. I don't think a whole console generation itself is going to change, dramatically the price of games just like right off the rip, unless you're Sony and wants to drop a $300 million budget game, but that's different. That's Sony.
Yeah.
Weren't there rumors like Halo Infinite's $500 million or something?
There's just no way. There's just no way Halo Infinite is $500 million.
Why do you say that? Because the graphics are so shit.
Have you seen it? I'm super excited for it, but like, there's no way. Like, where would they have spent all the money? Like, it definitely wasn't on the fucking aesthetics.
Nah,
Master Chief asked for a pay raise. That's all.
No, that slip space engine, what they showed off, there's a huge disparity between that and what actually the gameplay is. But it's you could tell it's the scaling of it, the scaling tech. If recently today, actually, they showed off what Xbox One looks like when it runs Halo Infinite, and that looks really good. There are a lot of things involved in here. We have to see more of Halo, but I can see them spending $500 million on a game like this. I know it doesn't look like a $500 million game. You're absolutely right, but hopefully, I'm praying, man. Part of me just praying. Look, just be good, man. Just be good. But yeah, the graphics make it hard to argue that it's a $500 million game. Where's the money going?
It definitely looks better than it did a year ago. That's fine. I'm super excited for it. The last point I'll make on this is that he brought up that you can't launch a $120 million game into a subscription like Game Pass, but he seems to forget you're launching it into Game Pass and you're also launching it outside of Game Pass on PC, on the regular storefront. Like, not everyone needs to be in Game Pass. They can go buy it for $60. If it sells a few million over there, it's great. Like, you don't have to do one or the other. You can do both, and you get the money's going to the same place.
We've seen it. We've seen it time and time again. We've seen Steam sales go up. We've seen sales of the games go up. Inexplicable to me. I was like, what? People are really bad with their money, or they're really averse to. Wow, there goes someone. But wait, there was a fifth person here?
No, that's our bot.
That's a bot.
For the audio version.
Now recording.
Yes, there he goes.
What the hell? That's some trippy stuff. Okay. Because I tripped out there. I was like, yo, wait, hold on a minute. There's a fifth person who hasn't even spoken yet.
I was just peeping here. I've introduced you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I'm such a piece of shit. I've been talking on someone else's show. There's a guy here that hasn't even talked yet. I only noticed until he dropped out. I forgot what I was saying until your robot little recording guy was recording. Craig, which is quite funny. I think he's talking about Halo as well.
Yeah.
What were we saying? I completely lost count until your robot put me off. The sales.
Yeah, sales. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, look, Game Pass. Stop worrying about Microsoft sustaining something. Microsoft and their wallet. It's quite telling to me that people have latched onto this argument because they have no ammo against it. The service is so good. This says something about the service. When the service is so good that they hate to say, "Nah, that's too good to be true." It's like, well, that's too true. Are you talking about Microsoft, one of the biggest corporations in the world? Oh, it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. Okay, all right. Well, whilst you're sitting there crying about how Microsoft's wallets are getting hurt, the rest of us are playing. And the numbers are there. You're going to ignore the hardware numbers. You're going to ignore the bloody sales on PC. There's so much there. Microsoft are not stupid, man. They've thought about this. And then they're doubling down on their acquisitions. Why? Come on, man. Game Pass is going to be... It's a seismic shift in the industry. It really is. It saved
Game
probably
Pass
all
is
of
the
us
future.
here.
Now, even Netflix is getting into games because of that.
Absolutely, man. It's this forward-facing. Sony, if they could, they would. They can't. And they're watching it with enviously. That's fact.
That's all the news we got for today. And we like to end every show with a fun segment. And this week's recurring segment is called Do You Even Game, Bro? And it is, surprise, Gaz, it's a Jeopardy-style quiz show. So we're going to find out how much you actually know. At least that's my hope, unless Aman messed it up. And then everyone, I apologize. I just introduced a segment that doesn't exist. But Aman.
No, I have it.
All right. Have you sent it to Tom?
No, I thought I was just going to share my screen.
You can do that. That's fine. That works.
Okay. Whatever works.
Give me a second.
Share your screen. Why did he leave?
Why did everyone leave? Oh, so Tom's back.
The man.
Aman's back.
Aman, he does the strangest stuff. I never know what he's doing.
What is going on right now? So what stream? Do you have to watch this stream?
You can go to Discord and click watch stream. There's a little text in the channel.
And the viewers can see it. Okay.
Yes. The viewers can see it.
All right, can you guys see it?
Yes, I can.
I want to know why Gaz has 300 points already. I don't believe he's answered a question.
Yeah. I have to take
No, keep that there. Keep that there. I need that handicap. Did you build your own system here, or was that just like a third-party thing?
Yeah, I custom built the entire software.
That's insane.
No, it's a third party. He's lying. It's a third party. This is a third party.
I was like,
right.
He built his own system and he can't use cameras and stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, he has a tough time with cameras. But the way it's going to work, Jeopardy style. So Gaz, as the guest, you're going to pick first. So which category and which would you like?
Let's go with Xbox. Can I change my mind? Let's go old as gold. Old as gold.
All right. Well, which one? 100, 200, 300, or 400?
I've never played Jeopardy, but I assume that the higher the risk, the higher the points, the better the thing is.
Yeah.
I'll go with the 500. Let's go for the 500.
Okay. Starting off big. Let's go. Let's see what it is.
Yo,
What video game company collaborated with Sony on the PlayStation?
What video game company collaborated with Sony
on the original PlayStation? Let me rephrase.
I got it.
What video game company? So it definitely wasn't Nintendo, that's for sure. After what happened with the PS1, which gave birth to the PlayStation 1.
He's talking about the PS1.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So Nintendo. Remember how the PlayStation 1 was born because Nintendo rejected Sony's advances for working with them on a games console.
Sure?
That's how the PlayStation 1 was born. But what video companies collaborated with Sony on the PlayStation? I'm just gonna say Atari.
The answer. Anyone want to steal?
It's Nintendo. You're going for Nintendo, but it's a poorly worded question.
Yeah. I think it's unfair.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think
hold on.
he
You're saying
deserves-
Nintendo collaborated with Sony on PlayStation after they rejected
I think
Sony?
the question should have been Nintendo.
Yeah. You're right. It's a poorly worded question. It should have been what you said. So I
What
think
the hell? Amon,
think-
you crack addict? What the hell kind of framing of the question is that?
all right.
How
Reveal
else am
the
I supposed to
answer.
phrase it?
Reveal the answer. So we
Alright.
can move on. Give him his 500 points.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
wow.
I think
Give
we
me
have to.
1,000 points for the
All right,
ordeal
all right.
I just went
I'm
through.
I'm gonna have to split it between Kevin and.
No,
No,
splitting.
just give
I
it to him. Give it.
give him the. He was right the entire time. He monologued the whole thing out.
And what?
Right.
All right,
500 for gas.
good. All right, I'm gonna go now. Give me Xbox for 500.
Okay.
It's fun.
The entire
Oh,
one.
Amon is a piece of shit. He doesn't care about you. He's going
No,
for your
no,
jugular.
wait, hold on a minute. Let me finish. If you can get 3 out of 3 right, you get the points.
I get 3 of them correct.
Oh, okay, that's it. That's good. That's good.
Halo Combat Evolved.
All right.
There's a sick one. I'll give you a clue.
Dead Cells and Fusion Frenzy.
Dead Cells?
Isn't that indie
Anyone
game?
want to steal?
Yeah, I do want to steal
Isn't
it. Halo, Crimson Skies, and whatever he's shaking in his hand. Oh, Fusion Frenzy.
No!
Oh, fuck!
Going to
Just
break-
stop. I know what you're talking about too.
Breakdance.
I know what you're talking about too. Oh, you can steal it from me if you want.
Oh,
Jet Set Radio, future man.
wasn't Dead
All
Cells.
right.
I was thinking of it has Cell in the. It was
Gas gets 500 points again.
What do you mean?
Come on,
Why?
guys,
He said
Why?
one. He said
I don't
one.
deserve. I
No,
one.
he said one.
Someone sack Amon from the game.
Yeah, no one gets those points.
No one gets those points because yeah. Dead Cells. What the Dead Cells is 360.
Yeah, no. Dead Cells isn't the game I meant. It was Cell Damage. That's the game.
Oh, Cell. Oh, that's a sick one. Cell Damage was a wicked
Yeah,
game.
That's the game I meant.
I forgot about that game. Love that game. Dang.
I got the
GameCube.
DNC right. It's on. I think there's a remaster version on Switch.
All right.
Yeah.
Amon, let's go Xbox 400.
Xbox 400 it is. Let's see.
When
Where?
was-
No, sorry. I wrote it wrong. Where was the original Xbox announced?
Where? Dude, how wasn't this the 500, by the way? How wasn't this the 500? Where
When?
it was announced? Not
I
when.
know.
In an arena with Bill Gates and The Rock.
Yeah.
No.
Where?
Oh, dear.
Maybe in
Anyone
Arizona?
wanna steal?
Maybe in Arizona. I don't know.
Anyone want to steal?
Oh, I don't want to steal.
What was the actual question?
Where was it announced? Like the event?
Where?
What event? Like there was an event.
Oh,
where it was announced.
which event? What did you say? You said
I said
E3, right?
E3.
I think it was something else. I don't know what it is.
All right, I'll reveal the answer. CES
I thought it was something
2000.
like CES. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it
Las
was E3
Vegas.
Bill Gates.
That was
Come on.
Come on.
I got so much shit when I did this for my board, and your questions are 1,000 times harder.
And wrong as well. Not one question is not wrong.
All right, Gaz. Take a shot here. See what you can make out from this.
Let's go with old with gold because that's fun. 400. Let's go for it.
Okay.
What is the highest thing? What is the do you mean which gaming console has sold the most?
Yeah. Which
to date
Mm-hmm.
in the history of video games?
Yep.
Do handhelds count?
I was gonna ask that.
Yep. Handhelds. I think handhelds count.
That basically means no handheld because if he's thinking about handhelds, that's not the answer there. Thanks for that, Amon. I'm gonna say, not looking at chat or anything, just guessing myself, the PlayStation 2.
Let's check. Oh, you're
Yeah, thank you, chat.
right.
I would have so not said the PS2, but yeah.
Say the PS2. Yeah. Okay. Give me Game of the Year 500.
Oh, are you sure you want? All right. I don't think that one's that hard.
I don't give a
Yeah,
shit
let's
what
go
you
for it.
think.
From where? From
You
where?
are literally cracked out. No one.
IGN
Let's just
nominees?
do
Is
this.
this GameSpots? Is this the actual Game
No,
Awards?
VGA.
Game Awards. Game Awards. Okay. Okay. We have The Last of Us Part 2. We have Hades. We have
Should have won it.
Final Fantasy VII, Ghost of Tsushima, and that's four. That's four. I think if those four are in it, I should get it, because fuck you. How about that?
Yeah, man.
There's two more. There's two more.
Great. Cool story, bro. Animal Crossing, New Horizons, and man, I don't know, but I got 5. If those 5 are right, like, just give me the points. Like, that's ridiculous.
All right. All 5 of those were right.
Oh, it was Doom Eternal. It was Doom Eternal.
Yeah. So
Give me my
Kevin,
points. Give me my
500.
points.
He deserves points for that. He definitely
Oh
deserves
my
points for that.
gosh. All right. Let's do Xbox 300.
Xbox 300. All right.
That's old as
That's
gold.
old
but-
as gold, man.
No.
You have
Sorry,
one
sorry.
job, man.
Sorry.
You have one job.
When did he succeed Mark as head of Xbox? Shoot,
Oh,
I don't even know this. I'm just gonna guess 2014. No, wait, yeah, I'm gonna guess 2014. Yes.
Spot on.
Nice.
What the hell is Mark?
Who's Mark, by the way?
You mean Don?
I don't know.
Was it
I
Don
found this question on
Matrick?
Google.
Don
I was out of-
Matrick.
Yeah.
No, it said Mark. I don't know.
Who the
Said,
fuck is
what do you mean?
Mark?
I don't know. You make
Oh my god. What is this? What is this quality control here? Give him the points. He was right anyway. The name was wrong. Oh my god. You're embarrassing us in front of our guest.
I'm in hysterics, man. It's like I've taken some shrooms or something. All right, Amon, is it my turn now?
Yep, it is your turn.
Give me old as gold 300. Shit.
Go
You just saw this one.
I even saw it. I don't know why I picked it again. That's just that was such an Amon move, man. Okay. 92? Don't say 89.
Did
Are you sure?
I'll say 80. Okay, let's go with 89.
All
gonna
right.
hate-
Let's reveal the answer.
3.
Nope. Kevin, Tom, want to steal?
91.
I said 93.
All right. None of you are right.
I just said
Oh, yeah,
91.
He said 91.
Kevin, sorry, yeah.
Amon,
Kevin,
are
you're
you
right.
on crack, bro? Are you on crack, man? He said 91, man.
Yeah, Kevin gets it. My bad.
Oh,
Kevin gets
Tom got it.
it. Wait, Tom. Oh my god, I'm so confused. Who said 91?
I said
Lay
91.
crack.
I said 91.
Okay,
But
Tom,
is
you get the
this even right?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I don't even trust. I'm checking myself. Super
I don't know, man.
Release date. 1990.
I'm sorry, Ahmad. I love you. This is hilarious. This is quality content right here.
Ahmad, we give you one job this week. We give you one job. I don't ask that you know the stories. I just asked you to make a board.
No, this is gold. This is gold.
Oh my god! What?
Okay.
It's so much fun. Only because Amon is
turn is it?
clearly on
Whose
some
turn is it?
hard drugs, man. I love it. I love this. This is
Whose
amazing.
turn is it?
It's
I don't even know anymore.
It's
I think it's
my-
Kevin's turn. Yeah, Kevin's
No,
turn.
isn't it Gaz's turn? It's Gaz's turn.
I just that was my turn. That was my turn.
Oh, then it's my turn. Okay. Oh my god, I can't with you. Give me game of the year for 400. Or 20 RPJ.
RPG. Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
One best RPG at the Game Awards. Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had to be.
Oh, no. Yes, here. All right, Tom, it's your turn.
All right. Let's do game. No, let's do Xbox 200.
Xbox 200. All right.
What is the best-selling Xbox One game?
I had this.
Is
I had
that
this
first
question-
party or third party as well?
Oh.
Third party,
Yeah.
all of it. Third party.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So,
Mine. Oh, I don't know.
I know this one.
Call of Duty, Black Ops 3.
Anyone
Grand
want
Theft
to-
Auto 5.
Good. Kevin gets.
Oh,
a
you
point.
fuck. You fuck. I forget that one released that generation because I played most of it the generation before that, and it still somehow made it to the top. But whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaz,
GTA
it's your
5.
turn.
Gaz. Go
I'll
for
go
it.
oldest gold 200.
Keep the train wreck going.
What is the
Okay.
best-selling video game of all time?
I know this one too.
I guess I'm just thinking Minecraft, but I don't know.
So, is that your guess or answer?
So clearly that's wrong. Every time you ask that means it's wrong. So that's not the answer.
Minecraft.
Oh
Gaz
wait!
gets the
Oh,
point.
actually, I take it back. Take it back. Yeah. Oh, we neck and neck with Kevin. Here we go.
Oh
All
my
right,
lord!
Kevin.
Give me the only game of the year 300.
Game of the year 300.
How many Bethesda titles have won Game of the Year?
That's a 500 question, surely.
No, this is
Man.
very easy. Come on. I knew
And
this before.
This
I
is
was
again
making
from
the
Game
game.
Awards,
Oh.
right?
This is very easy, he says.
Yeah.
From the video
I
game
knew this
awards.
before I made the board.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna say one.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. Bethesda is the company with the most video game awards at the VGAs.
So we're talking Bethesda, the publisher, not Bethesda Game Studios, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Bethesda,
just like
the
Oh,
publisher.
okay. Okay. From the entire publishing division of Bethesda. Oh
You can
my
think of some of the standout names. So think about what games that would be.
You're just asking me for a number though. Like this is
Yeah, just a number. You don't need to give me the name. Just a number.
9. They've won 9 Game of the Years.
Anyone want to steal?
I'm gonna steal for 11 and just throw it out there.
I'm gonna go with Fallout. I'll just scroll. I'll go 5.
Gaz was the closest. It was 3.
Oh, okay.
Great.
So Gaz
That's
gets
a
the point.
poorly worded question. That's a poor question.
Closest? It's not closest. You subtract those fucking points. What are you doing?
Yeah,
No. You can't give me points for that. You can't give me points as much as I
Why?
would like the points.
No, we have to
No,
get
no,
it,
no.
dude. We have to get it.
The question didn't
All
say
right, he didn't get
closest.
it right. He didn't get it right. I thought he said 3. All right, never mind. All right.
He's
You
on
are
Shrews.
so-
He's on
he's
Shrews.
on something. He's on something. That's for sure.
All right, Tom. Let's end this train wreck.
Oldest gold 100.
Oldest gold 100. What was the first commercially successful video game?
That's a good question.
Pong.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow, good answer. Well done.
Right. Kevin or Gaz?
Me, because I hate your game of the year ones. I'm gonna go with Xbox.
All right. Come on, this should be easy.
Oh, The Rock. Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
said it, yeah.
I gave him that answer. He didn't know that until I said it.
Oh, no, I need that.
All right. I need Game of the Year 200 to win. I can only tie if I do 100. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
200 it is.
All right.
Oh my god.
Come on. I'm gonna drive down to New York City and end your life.
Definitely not getting those 200 points, that's for sure.
Come on, you can win this, or you can
Oh
lose
my.
this.
No, he can lose this or he can lose this. That's basically.
Yeah. How many PlayStations? Well, we have The Last of Us Part 2, so there's one.
Is this for the video game VGAs, right?
Yeah, I assume he only
Yeah,
means game of the Game
VGAs,
Awards.
How long has the VGAs been a thing?
Like
24 years?
24 years.
No. I remember when they were created on Spike TV. They were not 24 years old.
That was a wild guess.
Yeah, so are these fucking answers to the questions.
Come on, time's ticking.
Amon, are you in law school?
6.
Is this true?
Yeah.
He is.
As a lawyer, I'm telling you, the drugs don't help.
6.
They do help.
Can I
Six.
steal it?
Anyone want to
Yeah.
steal?
11. I'm going high again.
I will go with 4.
All of you are very close. It was 3.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right.
Say 3. I don't know about that, but
Yeah, there were the first Last of Us game, second Last of Us game, and Uncharted 2.
all right. This is Tom's question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Oh, then let's go. Last one, Game of the Year 100. What Xbox
This
title
is
or
easy.
game?
Xbox Top 1 Game of the Year. Oh,
From-
interesting.
They've only won one ever, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I didn't know they won.
Halo 3.
Good
Close
shout.
on
to be
that.
fair.
It was Halo 2.
You didn't even let us guess the
You didn't
steal. I could have tied him.
You didn't even
bro.
answer it properly. You just
Oh,
put
sorry.
Halo there.
You didn't. I was like, you just said Halo 2.
That's
and now
Halo
you-
Combat Evolved. That's Halo 1.
There's no point. Kevin, no, none of you can win now. Gaz has got this one.
Yay. I won
Yes,
this.
Oh.
you,
All right, congratulations.
you
to
won
our
this. You won this sham of a competition.
I,
On
It was-
behalf of the podcast, I want to apologize for subjecting you to this.
I feel I feel like Mav from Fun Speculation sat on my face. That's how I feel like right now. So it's
Well,
just
Mav-
Halo. It's not even the right answer. Just what? Halo 1. But then you come out with Halo 2, and then it just says Halo in there. Man, you are cracked out. I love it. I love it.
Okay. Well, if you've stuck around this long, thank you. If you've enjoyed the ridiculousness, please subscribe. But that's all we got for the show. Maybe we'll invite you back for a.
Let me tell you guys who won, though. Let me say who won. So at third place, it's
We
Tom.
know. Oh,
It's Alpaca Tom, or also Mr. Way Too Greasy. In second place, it's Mr. Muffin Mon, or Kevin, as we call him. And drum roll, everybody.
No.
First place, our guest, Gas, takes it. Congratulations, Gas.
I'm
thank you,
dying
man.
on the inside. I'm dying.
I feel like it's like losing your virginity to a prostitute. That's what I feel like.
Maybe we'll invite you back when he's not running the board. Get a tournament of champions. Mr. Badbit also won his episode, so I think it's a little rigged here.
It was fun though. Aman actually made it a lot of fun just by being completely mental.
That was the point, see? Thank you.
No,
Someone
he's
appreciated it.
laughing at you, not with you.
I'm not.
Dude,
I'm crying.
You put
man. I'm just-
1990 instead of 1990.
Yeah. All right.
If we didn't check, we would have thought.
Yeah. All right. That's the end of the show, guys. Guys, thank you so much for coming to this train wreck of a podcast. We appreciate you. Can you please
It's a
tell
lot of
everyone
fun.
where they can find you one more time?
You can find me on GameOnDaily.com. My Twitter is GazOnDaily, and the YouTube channel is GameOnDaily. One word. Prepare for sauce.
Definitely prepare for sauce. Tom, where can they find you?
You guys can find me here every Thursday on Twitter at Alpaca Tom and on my YouTube, Broken Control.
Aman, where can they find you besides the Looney Bin?
You can find me at Amon_M05 on Twitter.
And I've been the Muffin Mon. That's a 1 instead of an I and an O instead of an A on Twitter, gamertag, wherever you can type those words in. I'm probably there. So hit me up. And thank you for watching this incredibly interesting episode. And we will be back again with an episode of Do You Even Game Bro at some point. And I promise it will be correct. So